channel. So today I got another Ask Nikki for you guys so we can turn up on a Tuesday. If you guys have never seen one of these videos before, it's exactly how it sounds. I have a series here on my channel called Ask Nikki, and you can email me at asknikki@yahoo.com. I will leave that for you here. If you guys want to email me for a chance to be featured on another Ask Nikki, I will try my best to give you some of my mediocre advice. Today's Ask Nikki is so important, and I'm so excited to have this discussion with you because it's going to be mostly about self-esteem and self-worth, and I feel like that's so important, especially for my Glamazons and for me growing up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So if you guys would like to hear some of my mediocre advice, please keep on watching. As usual, before we get into today's Ask Nikki, today's glamour shot of the day is my gorgeous Glamazon, Shanice. Yes, girl, do you guys see this glow? Like, it's just amazingly beautiful. You took my breath away, girl. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. You guys know that I would not be here without you. I could not do this without you guys. Now let's get into the Ask Nikki. I feel like I look really 70s right now because of my hair. I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions about my hair and how I curled it. I will leave the curling wand that I used down in my description box below because, you know, I got y'all like that, okay? If you guys are following me on Snapchat, which I hope you are, you guys would have seen that I kind of had like a semi-mini rant about this exact topic, and I started receiving a lot of emails around the same topic, and I just felt like it was so important for us to discuss, okay? So the first email is from my girl Frankie. Hey Frankie. Her subject line is, should I drop him? Hey Nikki, my name's Frankie. Yes, I'm a girl. So I'm a huge fan and watch every story time. Oh, thank you so much. I decided to write in and get another person's advice by somebody who doesn't know me that well. All my girls who know me know that I can be very cold and standoffish when it comes to men, and I don't stick around if I know it won't work. So they kind of give me the same advice, like who cares, move on. So I've known a guy for a while, but never started talking until last year. One of those guys that's cocky and shows off his cars and money, and is very popular and always hanging with his boys doing his own thing. I know he already seems like a jerk, but to me, he's far from it after really getting to know him. We went on a few dates and I really enjoyed his company. The problem is he's super, okay? She capped all of that. Super inconsistent. We talk here and there, but never consistently. We won't talk for days until he gets around to hitting me up. He always tells me how much he likes me and how I make him feel, but you would think if you like someone that you would put that time in, right? Last week I told him it's either step it up or leave me alone, and he got upset saying he will change, but still no change or calls. Should I drop him or be understanding that he might be busy? I'm stuck because I really like him, but my pride is bigger than my heart and I refuse to chase him. Please help. Thank you. Let's dig in a little deeper into this, okay? I met this guy last year. He's, you know, obviously he's got some money, got a nice car. He likes showing that shit off. But you say that as you spend more time with him, you know on a one-on-one basis that he's a really good guy. And I know that story. Girl, I've seen it. A lot of these guys be trying to act all whore, and then you get them alone and they're like the biggest softies in the world. So your question is whether or not you should leave him the fuck alone. Honestly, love depends on where he's at in his life and where you are at in yours. What could possibly be taking up all of his time? Is he in school? Does he have a full-time job? Is he working on a residency or on an internship? Is he handling business? Because if he's not and he doesn't have a full schedule, then there's no reason for him to not be getting a hold of you. Another question that I have is, have you guys already had the conversation, you know, the conversation where you guys kind of question like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, a lot of guys hate having that convo, but I feel like it's really important so that neither one of you are wasting your time and get your feelings invested into a situation that's just not healthy. You know what I'm saying? But you say that you talk to him and he says, you know, I really like you and all of that, but you have to ask him, are you like for real? Because not because you're trying to be a psycho bitch and you're like trying to like hold his shit down all of a sudden. He needs to understand is that you could have a life too. You could be spending your time with other people too. If he wants that, then he needs to communicate that to you and not just have you on hold, girl. Because you don't know what he's doing. Like, that's the thing, is that I don't know this guy. I don't know if he's got like this super demanding job or if he's in school or something else is going on in his life that could be distracting him and taking his attention, or is his attention some other females. Because, and I only say this because usually guys that like to show off their shit like to show it off to who? Females. So I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just saying make sure that he's not. Make sure that he understands that you are not a booty call unless you want to be. Like if you want to be a booty call girl and have fun. But if you are trying to look for something else and you really like him and you really enjoy like just spending time with him and you may want like a potential relationship with him, make sure that you like voice that to him. Because girl, I know what it's like to like battle your pride and you don't know whether or not like you're being too hard on this guy. But honestly, like if you're gonna talk like that, then he needs to be more consistent. You already asked that of him, and if he's still not doing it, it could possibly be because that's not what he's looking for. And if that's not what he's looking for and you are, then yes girl, you need to peace the fuck out. All right, so the second email is from my girl Carmen. Hey Carmen. Girl, I would like you to help me with this current situation. You see, me and my boyfriend have been going out for 2.5 years now, and at the beginning of our relationship, he cheated on me with some little ratchet ass hoe, which I forgave him for. Today we were playing around in the snow and it brought back memories. I told him and he got mad. Says it was a long time ago, and I know that, but honestly don't know what to do. Help, girl. Here's the thing, okay? I have like a hard time answering this because people deal with everything differently. But once you make a decision, you have to kind of stick by it. Does that make sense? When you think about your dude messing with another girl, it really hurts you. Like the fact that they shared anything with somebody other than you. Like, I get it. When we are wronged by somebody, we have the ability to make the decision whether or not we're gonna forgive this person. If you are telling somebody that you forgive them, that means the whole thing, like all of it. You're giving up your rights to like be mad about it, because you can't fully forgive him without talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be reassured and reassured and reassured. I accept your apology, but I don't fully forgive you yet, because that way I have the freedom during this time while they're trying to work for my trust again. Because if somebody betrays me, they can't tell me how long to take to get over it. So either you're gonna sit here and explain your shit to me until I feel secure and safe enough and trust you enough to move on. But if you can't go through the motions and you can't have your feet held to the fire and you can't answer all of my questions and face me after what you did to me, then you can peace the fuck out. Because that's the problem. Like, we always feel like guilty if we don't forgive a person right away, but at the end of the day, if you try to forgive them and force yourself to forgive them, this exact thing is gonna happen. Something is gonna jog your memory, or one day you're gonna look at him and be like, oh my God, you were fucking with that bitch, and like, you're gonna feel all types of ways about him just out of nowhere. And at the end of the day, it's not fair to him, because he thinks that like, oh, we already talked about this. She said she forgave me. Like, I don't even need to worry about it. And then all of a sudden one day you looking at him like, I will kill you. And he's just like, I was just playing with you in the snow, girl. Like, he doesn't even know. And like, in that sense, I understand dudes. David has never cheated on me, but David has a bigger past than I do. So it wasn't anything that I had to forgive him for, but it was something that I had to understand and accept about him. When I wasn't like at that stage of full acceptance, because I didn't know what the fuck I was accepting, David did a really good job of answering all of my questions and reassuring me as many times as I needed to be reassured to move the fuck on. Because that's a lot. It's a lot to have to, you know, deal with another person's baggage. It's a lot to have to deal with another person betraying you. You don't feel like you have forgiven him all the way and you are still hurt, it's because you still haven't gotten closure. Whatever that may be, if you need to know every detail of that night or whatever happened between those two, you have the right to know that, so that there's nothing in the dark anymore. If he did not talk to you about it and you guys didn't talk about this in detail, and he did not face you and say, I did this and this and this and I'm so sorry, and then whenever you look at him and you say, I'm still hurt with you, and he can look at you and say, I'm sorry, and I will say, I'm sorry until you forgive me and until you trust me again, because I fucked up and I have to put in the work to earn your trust back. Talk about it, hash it out, and then move the fuck on, because now there's nothing else to discuss. I already know you nasty, you fucked up. Try it again and see what happens. You guys need to talk about the elephant in the room, and you're not going to be able to look at him the same until you do. You did him a favor by forgiving him and by giving him another chance. And whatever it is that he has to go through to earn your trust back, he should be willing to do that. This next one is from my girl Kelly. Hi Kelly. Her subject line is, I got played. So 2 months ago, I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. Let's call him Jose. I broke up with Jose because I found out he was talking to 2 other girls behind my back. We dated for 1 year and a month, and that was my longest relationship. He was basically my first and everything, so I got pretty heartbroken. So recently, he came over to my house to spend the night, and he told me he missed me and a bunch of bullshit. He left the next day. Then Wednesday night, he started tweeting stuff like as if he had gotten his heart broken. So I messaged him telling him that I had a feeling he was already in a relationship with somebody else. So I decided to message Maria, the girl he was supposedly talking to. I asked her if she and Jose had a thing going on, and guess what she said? I'm his girlfriend. Why? OMG, I lost it. Turns out Jose was already in a relationship with her, and he was cheating on her with me. I told her that Jose recently came over to my house and that we did it. I even sent her screenshots of the conversation Jose and I had, and she was surprised. I asked Jose why he did that and why he wasn't being honest with me and Maria. He denied being in a relationship with Maria, told me that they weren't dating, and I sent Maria that screenshot of him denying her. Even after all this, I still love him, but I know he's not good for me, and that I have to accept the fact that he's now with her. No! Kelly, I'm gonna say this in the most loving, supportive, non-judgmental way that I possibly can, okay? And a little closer. Come in, girl. I need to talk to you. Come here. Leave this little fuckboy alone. Oh my God. Okay. So you guys were broken up, and then he came over to your house and spent the night. You guys, obviously, did the damn thing. He leaves. You're still hooked on him. You start checking in on him. You think he's talking to another girl. You find the girl that you think he's talking to. You reach out to her, find out that she's his girlfriend. So then you send her all of these things. Why did you do that? Why did you send her screenshots? I'm not saying that it was wrong. I just want to know your purpose behind it. Do you want him? Because honestly, he's a piece of shit. He's going to do that over and over and over. Girl, even when he was with you, why did y'all break up? Because he was cheating. So no matter what girl he's going to be with, he's going to cheat. He's a cheater. If you continue to talk to this fuckboy right here, your whole life is going to be this right here. You fucking talking to other girls, you sending screenshots, you getting all this information and all this drama. Like, it's going to age you, and it's not going to be fun. Like, at the end of the day, you just need, no. You need to cut it. You need to cut it. Honestly, and peace the fuck out and leave him alone, because if you don't, he is going to continue to infest your life with drama that's not your own. I don't care how sexy he is. I don't care how good he is in bed, girl. Don't be that girl. Don't be that one that's constantly chasing after him and trying to figure out what the fuck he wants when he doesn't even know what he wants. Don't let him play with you like that. You are not something to be played with. You're not something that he can just come over and play around with and then just leave. If you're looking for something more than that, go get you something more than that, because there's somebody out there, my love, that is going to love you and that is going to respect you and is going to be a ride or die for you. And if it's not him, well, then move the fuck on. But if you want to keep him as a booty call, then you just gotta have him as a booty call, girl, and don't get mad when he has other girls. You know what I'm saying? But he just doesn't seem like the relationship type anyway. If you are looking for a relationship type, he is not the one. He is giving you all kinds of red flags, like, I'm a fuckboy. You broke up with him, you broke up with him for a reason. Don't forget that. It's fun to have his booty calls, girl, but they are not relationship material, okay? Go find your husband elsewhere, and he is not it. Okay, this last email is from my Glamazon, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Her subject line was, please email me back. Girl, I got a better one for you. You're on my video. Hey, Nikki, I feel depressed over my ex-boyfriend having a new girlfriend. It's worse because I see them every day in school and on social media. I don't know what to do. I find myself beating myself up over it. Our past relationship was 3 years on and off, toxic, but I just can't figure out why it's so hard for me to let go when it was bad for me. I don't want him back for sure, but it still bothers me how things are unfair and how happy he is, and here I am stuck. Please help. I don't know what to do and I'm tired of feeling this way. I talked about this in my last Ask Nikki and how it makes you feel when somebody moves on really quickly and they seem all happy and lovey-dovey on social media and shit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's a fucking facade. The first question that I have for you is, what do you mean by toxic? Was he like abusive? Was he mean to you? Did he make you feel bad about yourself? Any of the above? So whatever it is that you went through with this man, for you to say that your relationship was toxic, chances are this other girl is going through the exact same shit. And it's really hard for us to like remember that when we see them with their new girl and they look so happy. But don't get shit twisted, okay? The honeymoon phase doesn't last forever. You give that shit a few months and see how long they last. I mean, for real. Because guys like that, like I said, guys like that will always get left. And if they don't get left, the girl that they're with is never going to be happy, ever. I don't care how great their social media looks. Let me tell you something, okay? I've known girls in my personal life that have the worst. Like, I've seen, like, the background shit, girl. I've seen what happens behind closed doors. And their relationships are so terrible and so toxic. But it's those same bitches that get all over social media and, oh my God, I just love my honey. Oh my God, we're going on another date. Oh my God, he got me this gift. And I'm just like, really? Because I heard him call you a bitch yesterday. A person can make their lives look like whatever they want to make it look like on social media. It's exactly how they want you to perceive things. Don't be fooled, honey. Do not be fooled, because you don't know what happens behind closed doors. And at the end of the day, if he hasn't changed himself and he hasn't taken that time to really reflect on himself and, like, you know, be a mature person about it, he's not gonna be a good partner to whoever's next. I got to the point where I just blocked my ex on every social media platform. When I'm done with a person, I am done. When I feel like I've given you everything that I can, I've done everything that I can, and you still can't act right. If the relationship was toxic, you need to be thankful enough that you were mature enough and you loved yourself enough to take yourself out of that situation and not go through it anymore. Now that poor other girl is going through it. You let her do that and you move on. Don't pay any attention to it. Don't pay any mind to it. And put your attention elsewhere. Try to meet other people. Try to make new friends. That's how I got over it. That's how I was able to kind of get myself through that, because when I saw that with my ex and he said that he was engaged, you guys, it broke my heart to the point where I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like, have you guys ever been that heartbroken where it legit fucks with like your insides and you feel like you're gonna throw up your whole life? You like force yourself. You force yourself to not look. You force yourself to move on. And then one day you'll wake up and you're not forcing yourself anymore. You're just living your life and you forgot all about that bullshit. So that is it for today's Ask Nikki, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know your thoughts down below. Share your thoughts with your fellow Glamazons about what you think they should do about their certain situations. Don't forget to email me at asknikki@yahoo.com for a chance to be featured in my next Ask Nikki video. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video and turning up with me on a Tuesday. I love you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Also, don't forget to leave your comments down below. I will leave all of my social media information down in the description box below for you guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out my newest video. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace out.